Welcome and hope you're enjoying the holidays. Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Conrad DeLuche filling in for Brooke Hash, and we are joined by meteorologist Matthew Willoughby, which means one thing. We all want to know what's going on because we've gone from shorts to snow in 24 hours.
Honestly, yeah, it's one of the systems I really haven't seen in quite some time. Where you go from so many drastic warms, even record warmth yesterday, to snow this morning.
It was a quick change.
Yeah, it was a quick change. So get ready for the aches in your body with the pressure changing. Also, get ready to get sick because
oh boy,
it is going to be that big change that typically does get you sick around this time of year. So yeah, we've gone from 70 degrees to 20 degrees. But feel like temperatures even worse outside. So we're at 23 degrees right here, 22 degrees in Louisville, even into Shepherdsville, 23 degrees. But looking into southern Indiana, we're into the teens, 18 degrees in Mitchell, Haley at 19 degrees, but it gets even colder than that. Really across the area, we're seeing this cold air kind of take over the last several hours. 18 degrees up in Indianapolis, even Evansville at 21 degrees. And give you a look at satellite radar, yes, we did see some light snow showers and some flurries this morning. Still continue to roll through in places, rolling across I-65 for this afternoon. We still do have that current alert, which is the wind advisory in effect until 1 p.m. That's likely going to expire right at 1 p.m., but continue to see likely 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. That's exactly what we have, honestly. 32 mile per hour wind gusts here in Louisville. LaGrange, you're at 34 mile per hour wind gusts, even into Madison, 32. Now, as we look at these feel like temperatures, I want to prepare you because it is just downright cold outside. We're talking 2 degrees in LaGrange, Louisville at 7 degrees, Jasper at 5 degrees for a feel like temperature. And that's really that combination of the winds that we're seeing and the colder temperatures right now. We've already seen our highs for today, so we won't have to worry about that. But what's ahead can continue that big temperature drop on the way for us as we go towards this afternoon and back into the evening hours, that is. So we will likely continue that overall eventually for the next couple of days as winter makes its return. We'll send that back over to you, Conroy.
Thanks, Matthew. Our top story this afternoon, police are investigating a recent shooting in Louisville that left one teenager dead. LMPD says a 15-year-old boy who had been shot showed up at Norton Healthcare West just before 6 o'clock Sunday morning. He later died at the hospital. Police believe that shooting happened in the Parkland neighborhood off West Kentucky Street, not far from Brandeis Elementary School. As of this morning, police have not identified any suspects. LMPD is investigating another deadly shooting. This one happened in the Park Hill neighborhood. Police responded to the intersection of Ormsby Avenue and Dixie Highway around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday. Officers found Anthony Dwayne Beals in a parking lot, shot multiple times. Beals was transported to the University Hospital where he later died. If you or anyone you know has any information about either of these two shootings, you can call LMPD's tip line anonymously at 574-LMPD. We have learned a second person is dead after a multi-vehicle crash in South Louisville. This happened Friday night and shut down both sides of Preston Highway. This collision happened near Maple Spring Drive. Officers say a motorcyclist crashed into a car which had pulled onto Preston Highway. The motorcyclist was thrown from his bike and died at the scene. LMPD told us the driver of the car, who is in his 80s, died at the hospital on Saturday. A third vehicle traveling north on Preston also ended up crashing into the other vehicles, and LMPD says that driver is expected to recover. No charges are expected. And in Meade County, Kentucky State Police are investigating after a man died in a crash on Christmas. Around 9 on Thursday night, police say a 19-year-old woman driving a pickup truck down Highway 144 crossed the center line and hit another car head-on. The driver, 20-year-old Trey McCormick from Meade County, died. KSP says the truck also hit a parked car sitting off the highway. Its driver was sitting inside at the time but was not injured. The driver of the truck and her passenger went to the hospital and are expected to recover. In just a couple of days, new limits are coming to Indiana SNAP benefit recipients. A ban on using SNAP dollars to buy sugary drinks and candy starts on New Year's Day. That's just Thursday. It's part of an initiative by Governor Mike Braun's administration to improve Hoosiers' health by pushing for healthier food choices. Old Town Grocery in Jeffersonville says they've just recently heard about this change and have been hit with a wave of questions.
Big questions. I'm not sure I'm going to contact my warehouse manager and the company that runs our retail systems and see if they've heard anything. But as far as like sending it to the store, they've sent us nothing.
The change is a response to what Indiana calls alarming public health statistics. They found 66% of Hoosier adults are considered obese or overweight. According to FSSA, 44% eat fruit less than once daily and 27% eat vegetables once daily. Staff at Old Town Grocery suggested other measures like educational programming that could also help. Back in Louisville, tenants at one Metro Housing Authority building woke up in beds this morning that were not theirs. An electrical fire forced the evacuation of St. Catherine Court in Old Louisville. LMHA says no one was injured, but they cannot get the power back on in the entire building. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Connie Offit report on where tenants will stay for now.
It's going to be a bad weather.
Temperatures are expected to drop in Louisville.
I was trying to get out of here quick as I could.
And tenants at St. Catherine Court on South 4th Street pick up their essentials and leave their apartments with no clear idea when they will be back.
This ain't good. My whole body ain't had a chance to rest. I'm stressed.
The building is owned and operated by Louisville Metro Housing Authority. They say the evacuation was prompted because of an electrical fire.
Man, it was smoke everywhere.
James Pottinger has lived here for 6 years and came home Saturday to the fire.
Then the lights went off and we couldn't get up on the elevator at all. We had to sleep in the dark last night.
While responding to the fire, additional damage was caused to the electrical system, according to Metro Housing Authority. 14 floors at the complex have no power. The backup generator is what's keeping the lights on in the first floor. It's where people have been served food.
We immediately provided breakfast this morning, lunch,
and where they wait for rides to stay with family. People also have the option to go to a hotel provided by LMHA. Wilson Hoke opted in.
This here is a bad situation.
Hoke has called this complex home for 13 years.
It just happened last summer too, the same way it happened now. But this time we're going to go to the hotel because it's happened pretty bad.
The 15-story apartment complex was built in 1972 and remodeled in 2003.
Obviously, with any high-rise building that sort of has old infrastructure, you're going to have some structural issues. We often try to assess that and remediate those before more issues arise.
LMHA says the building has had some electrical and plumbing issues in the last year.
But they get it together though in a hurry.
As tenants leave while the issue is fixed,
Move me. I don't want to stay here no more. It's too much happening like this.
some hope to never come back,
I can deal with it. I can deal with it.
while others wait
I can stay another year if it don't get too bad.
for their signal that it's okay to come home. On South 4th Street, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
In a statement released just half an hour ago, LMHA said they are working around the clock to restore power as safely and quickly as possible, but they still don't have a timeline yet on when electricity will be restored and when residents can move back in. LMHA has crews on site to secure the building in the meantime.